So welcome to District 8 for the Hunger Games series. District 8's industry is textiles, so fabric and the like. So I figured I would amp up this series a little bit by doing something a little bit more out there and extravagant. And I was kind of thinking along the lines of what they would send to the Capitol instead of just what they would wear. So I hope that you guys like this. So first and foremost, I'm going to apply my Too Faced Shadow Insurance all over the lid, all the way up to the brow. And then the first color I'm going to use is one of the new L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. This shade is Infinite Sky. These are really awesome. They're kind of like the Armani ones that are really expensive. So you can use them wet. So what I'm going to do is take my brush and just put a drop of mixing medium and then just mix it into the shadow. These are essentially just like pressed pigment. They have a little cap that goes on top so that it doesn't dry out. So once I have that on there, I'm just going to apply this all over the lid, just about up to where the crease of the eye is. You can see they're really pigmented. And so once I have that, I'm just going to kind of pull it outwards so that it ends parallel to where my eyebrow ends. The next shade I'm going to use is an Inglot shade. I really got to write the names of these on the back. I promise I'll do that soon. It looks like this. It's just a very dark blue with some sparkles. I'm just going to be using a MAC brush. This is... I haven't had to think of these names in so long. I forget. It looks like this. So this color is just going to go on the lash line, in the outer corner, and then just right into the crease. I don't want this color to really go much. You can see right here, the color doesn't go really much above the crease. You could just barely see it when the eyes are open. The next shade I'm going to use is kind of a mixture of these two. I'm using, this is the 213, I think. I think the other one was the 217, but kind of mix those together. It's going just on the edge of these colors to just kind of blend them upwards. And then finally from the Inglot palette, I'm going to use this one right here, same brush, and that's going right under the brow. I'm going to take that dark Inglot shade, the first one that I showed, with a smaller brush and just put a little bit of this underneath the lower lash line. Next I'm going to take a white pencil. This is a Lancome one, but any white pencil will work. Put this right underneath the brows. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, slightly blend this out. I'm going to take Sugar Pill Lumi, which has a really bright greenish duochrome to it. Place that right there. Next thing I'm going to do is just apply the same white eyeliner I used on the brow bone to my waterline. And I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to use my Lancome eyelash primer. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes mascara. The lashes I have for this are from Sugar Pill, and they have an extremely thin band for how crazy they are, so probably not going to be able to put these on camera. I'm not sure of the name, but I will tell you in the down bar or on expertise.com. Once the lashes are on, I'm going to take my Kat Von D liquid liner, and I'm just going to scrape off all the edges so there's only the smallest bit on the tip. And then I'm just going to look kind of the other way so that right here the skin is taut, and I'm just going to do a very thin line, extend it into the tear duct. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to do it with the liner. I just did on the other eye and thought I could do it again, but clearly not. Take a angle brush and that dark blue Inglot shade and just put that over into the tear duct so that it creates a little bit of an inner cat eye. And then just underneath that, I'm going to take that lightest blue right here. So the last step I'm going to do is I have this piece of lace that I got at Joann's. So this particular one is the only, I bought like 5 different ones. This is the only one that I liked for this tutorial, and it was expensive. This much. See this? This is half of a yard, was $5. So that's cool. So I just need, what do I do on this side? About 3. So I'm placing it right against my hairline, getting a good grip on it so it's nice and tight. I don't want it to kind of bunch up, so nice and tight. I'm going to use a foundation brush and that dark inglot color. I've been using that a lot in this tutorial. And then I'm just going to pounce it on top of the lace so that it really gets in between the pieces of fabric. I'm also going to have this go around the edges of it as well. But I don't want it to be as dark as it is in between the lace. I really want that to be pretty dark. Alright, that looks good. So then I'm just kind of going to pull out the color on each side. I'm going to take a small brush like this, blending brush, just a mix of these ones. So I'll start with the darkest shade, go around the edges, and then just a little bit of the lighter colors on the edges. I have to fix right there. Got too dark. I'm also going to use some Lumi from Sugar Pill. I'm just going to kind of place it very lightly on top of the lace pattern, and then maybe a little under the eyes. I forgot to do this earlier, but the last step I did on the other eye is to use this Lorac Liquid Luster, 3D Liquid Luster. I just kind of shake it up. It's a little dropper, so I'll just drop a tiny bit on my finger. And then I'm just gonna press it into the center of the lid, and it just adds a little bit of sparkle and shimmer. I mean, this look is already really sparkly, but just a little bit extra. I can add a little bit on the cheekbones too. Why not? For cheeks, I'm just going to use a little bit of Doll Face from Tarte, just right on the apples of the cheeks. It really doesn't make that much of a difference, but I feel like doing it, so I'm going to. And for lips, I really don't want to do much because obviously we've got a lot going on up here. So I'm just going to use this Inglot color in 541. It's one of the holographic ones. So it's really sheer. It just has this little bit of this purple blue iridescence going on, which is perfect. And then right in the center, I'm just going to add a little bit of that Lorac 3D Luster. Just a tiny bit. This really kind of gives a fullness to the lips. So that's all for District 8. I hope that you liked it, and I will see you soon. Bye!